My name's Ian. I am an alien of extraordinary ability, finally, and based on my career in radio. And I got into radio in 1989, straight out of school. I finished A-levels on Thursday, and on the Monday I got my first job in radio as an engineer, because at the time there was no producers in the UK commercial radio industry. So I went into the engineering route with an interest in the programming side, and on the job they taught me everything about how a radio station works. That was the great thing about being an engineer, was that you have to know how everything in the building works in all the different departments. And as part of that, different departments would teach me different skills, and I worked, really long hours to learn everything I could. And the creative department taught me how to edit on reel-to-reel tapes, which makes me sound really old, and splicing with razor blades and things. And the copywriting department taught me how to write and how to put together a script, and I learnt all of this fascinating stuff on the job. And that was back in 1989, and I was at that first radio station for a few years. And then producers were then starting to come into play within the commercial industry. They were already in existence in the BBC because they had the budgets, and commercials just starting to experiment with producers, and I was in a great position because I knew all of the engineering stuff. I could work a studio, I knew how everything went together. Yeah, and it took, from starting in '89 to getting my first show as a producer was 6 years. 6 years. And it was, during that 6 years I learned and taught myself everything I needed to get to that position. And then from '95 onwards I was a producer and worked my way up to become head of production for one of the UK's biggest commercial stations, and I was the longest serving producer at the biggest radio stations in the UK, basically, which was an amazing achievement and one I'm very proud of.